Hey, and welcome back. Before we dive into my custom TourBox setup, let's take a step back and talk about what an art remote actually is and why it's such a game changer, especially if you've been seeing it pop up in YouTube videos or social media posts from your favorite artists. Chances are almost every digital artist you follow has reviewed one at some point, and that's no coincidence. So, what is an art remote in the first place? Well, in simple terms, an art remote such as XP Pen ACK05, believe it or not, your existing gaming keypad might already be a powerful art remote. If you got one, that's basically a cheat code. And the super popular TourBox is a dedicated controller for creatives designed to streamline your workflow without relying on your keyboard. If you are constantly reaching across your desk just to hit shortcut keys while drawing or sculpting, you're not alone. That moment of breaking the flow, it adds friction, and in fast-paced tasks like sketching or modeling, texture painting, digital sculpting in ZBrush, that interruption can really kill the vibe. Very annoying. And here is where things get really frustrating. You're mid-stroke, fully focused, and then boom, you have to pause and stretch for a shortcut. That split-second break might not seem like a big deal, but over time it adds up. Every reach disrupts your rhythm, your posture, and sometimes your idea itself. That's where art remotes come in. They keep your offhand active while your dominant hand stays focused on drawing. There are plenty of options on the market. You got the Huan, XP Pen, Sense Labs, Wacom, and of course, the TourBox. Features will vary between brands, but here is what they typically offer. Customizable buttons for your go-to shortcuts, wheels or dials for zoom, rotate, or brush size. It's a compact remote that sits neatly beside your tablet. Many artists even place them directly on the drawing surface for easier access. Touch or pressure sensitive triggers for more natural interaction. Mode switching features that allow one dial or button to perform multiple functions. Take the dial or wheel for example. It's usually paired with a mode button, often placed at the center or nearby. Let's say you are adjusting your brush size. Rotate the dial clockwise to increase, counterclockwise to decrease, but hit the mode button once and that same dial switches to zoom. Clockwise equals zoom in, counterclockwise equals zoom out. Hit the mode button again and it cycles to rotate. Clockwise to rotate right, counterclockwise to rotate left. It works much like a multifunction AC remote where you press the mode button to cycle between functions like cool, fan, heat, etc. At the end of the day, you can zoom, rotate, and adjust your brush all from the comfort of your art remote without ever touching your keyboard. It's faster, more intuitive, and far more ergonomic than digging through tedious menus or remembering dozens of convoluted shortcuts. Now, are there any downsides with these devices you should be aware of? Yes, a few, but they are minor. You will need some time to set it up and get used to it. There is a learning curve involved. The first generation models might feel a bit clunky, so if you are shopping now, I suggest you aim for the latest version with smoother inputs and better software support. The one you see in the slide right now is what I got, the XP Pen AC19. It was extremely useful for its time, but it's outdated. I now recommend you check out the next generation, which is the ACK05 as of the recording of this lesson. At all rate, whatever remote you end up with, once the unit is set up, things will become second nature. Your muscle memory takes over and it's very rewarding once it does. So, with all this in mind, should you get one? If you work with large tablets, do hours of digital painting or sculpting, or just want to stay in the zone without distraction, then by all means. Here are a couple of reasons why. First, your art flow will be much better. Second, you get to sit more comfortably and your back and your wrists will thank you later. Third, you will escape that annoying keyboard shuffle every time you need to rotate or zoom. Best of all, painting, sculpting, and all of your digital adventures will be fun. You see, it's not just about speed, it's about staying immersed in your creative process. Last but not least, don't overthink it. If you are tired of constantly reaching for your keyboard, just give an art remote a try. Give it a week, play with it, and have fun. Who knows? It could just be the creative workflow upgrade you didn't know you needed. And now that you have got the foundation, it's time to dive into my custom TourBox gear and show you what truly sets it apart from the rest of the art remotes. I'll see you in the next video.